Balboa Park.
Balboa Park.
Balboa, for sure.
Well, Balboa is the best park. Oh, that's fabulous.
There are little parks, nice ones, all over San Diego County, but ask most San Diegans what's their favorite park. Most of them say this place right here, Balboa Park.
Okay. I come from the east. We never had such parks.
There's just a certain special feeling to Balboa Park. Let's face it, it's a beautiful place. I've lived in this city for 18 years, and I really think I feel more like a San Diegan when I'm in Balboa Park than any place else. There have been a number of stories in the news lately about terrible things that have happened here. There are concerns about safety in the park. All that seems hard to believe as you look around at how beautiful it is, and no matter how often you come here, you can always see things you've never really noticed before or taken the time to appreciate. Something as masterful and as subtle as the faces on the buildings. But naturally, Balboa Park is not everyone's favorite.
Stanley Park? I've never really... Presidio.
Hey, 3 answers in one, but Presidio Park is worth noting. It doesn't have as many buildings as Balboa Park, as many attractions, as much activity, but there are not many prettier parks. It's the kind of place you go to relax, maybe to think, or just to look at the sky. Tai Chi Tuan fits right in at Kate Sessions Park in Pacific Beach. A lot of other things fit in, too.
It's a beautiful place in San Diego. You really get to see the whole city and the beach, and you really get to enjoy the area.
It's a good place to just lie down and observe nature, or ignore it. The view is nice, and it's a good place to fly kites. Naturally, some days the wind for kites is better than others. Torrey Pines State Park is a different kind of park. Not much grass or many buildings. You don't see many kites. But it is, for my money, the best place to hike in San Diego. It's not a difficult hike. There's no need to pack the axes or the ropes or 4 days' supply of food. It's just a walk, really. But what a walk. The ocean's right there, the trees, and the smells are wonderful. The salt air, the pine, the brush. And it's the best place to see this area's very own tree, the Torrey Pine. The only drawback to this hike is that you go downhill first, so at the end of the day you have the unavoidable problem of having to hike up later when you're probably more tired. But it's a small price to pay. Up the coast is one of the best little spots for just walking and looking, the Oceanside Harbor, the kind of place that might best be described as quaint. Pretty little harbor, boats, shops that look like something out of New England.
I love the sea, I love the small shops, I like the small town atmosphere, and you meet nice people down here every day, from all over the country, from all over the world.
Dumpling loves the harbor too. Dumpling is Hilda's dog. They come here 3-4 times a week.
I've lived in Oceanside 10 years, and it's one of the main reasons, well, mostly the main reason I stay here.
Now, I know you've been waiting to find out about the best mailboxes in the county. Well, they're in Ramona. Specifically Hope Street, where you can see 68, count them, 68 mailboxes in a row. Big, small, in between, you name it. If you really like mailboxes, Hope Street is your idea of heaven. Also in Ramona, the best single mailbox on Airmail Drive, an airmail box. Not too practical, though. You'd have to be airborne to put a letter in it. Time for some scenery now, the best views in San Diego County. Now, let's face it, we are a picture postcard kind of place. Here's a nice postcard across the bay from Coronado. A few sailboats would be nice. Ah, there we have it. Perfect. La Jolla Cove, certainly one of the more photographed spots around. The beach, the rocks, the breakers. Tell me, Rand McNally, does Pittsburgh have anything like this? But for my money, the best view in the county is at the end of Point Loma, the Cabrillo Monument. If you had a friend who had never been to San Diego and wanted one picture that sort of captured the essence of the city, I think you might have to take that picture right here. As a panorama, an overall view, this is really pretty tough to beat. The sailboats so far away they almost look like toys in a big blue bathtub. The Lighthouse, unquestionably the best lighthouse in San Diego. Visitors to San Diego are suitably impressed.
I think this has a more sweeping view of the city. And of course, everything around it is just breathtaking.
Nothing quite like this in Pennsylvania.
Oh, heavens no.
And I love it. It's a wonderful view, and it's great. You don't know what you have here in California.
Oh yes, Trudy. I think we know.